Alright, hey guys, I want to jump right into it. Today we're going to be talking about the new Melt Rust palette. Ooh, look at her. So pretty. This is going to be kind of like a second impression kind of tutorial. Just kind of talking about my thoughts about the palette. I love Melt palettes. If you guys are familiar with Melt Cosmetics, you know that they are bomb. The pressed pigments, the shimmers, everything. Their formula is just amazing. I did do a look with this palette yesterday. I'll post a picture, pull up a picture somewhere, just to show you. So this isn't like a super first impression, but still my second time actually dipping into the palette. So what I decided I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to do one look on this eye, kind of show you guys how I create it, finish off the rest of the face, finish off my other eye, and then go from there. So yeah, keep watching. Alright, so I'm going to start off with my left eye to show you guys kind of what I'm doing. So the very first thing I'm going to do is start off with my NARS Soft Matte Concealer Base. This stuff is bomb. I never set my eyeshadow bases. I talked about that in one of my last videos. But especially with melt shadows specifically, a lot of the melt shadows are pressed pigments, and I find that they just work better with a more of like a tacky base. So I don't set my eye base ever, but especially when using melt shadows, definitely consider using something a little bit more tacky. Right, so once I have that all kind of laid out, I'm going to go in with the palette. I used the more yellowy shades yesterday. I think I want to dip into this more like coppery shade today. Maybe blend it out with this like more mustardy shade. Then we can kind of deep up with something like this. But I kind of just want to play around. These tones are so beautiful on camera. I'm obsessed. But this like coppery brown shade is just like, it's so pretty. So I definitely want to put that on my eyes today for sure. One very last thing that I want to do too is lay down just a little bit of a glitter glue primer. This is a Too Faced glitter glue, or yeah, glitter glue. And I'm basically going to take that just all over the lid. This just really makes sure that the shimmer shades or any metallic shades actually pop and stick to the lid. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to take my ring finger with a little bit of that shade and literally just press that onto the lid. That's so pretty. You can see just like immediate pigment from these eyeshadows. So with my finger, I'm kind of placing that shadow on the lid, and I'm going to start to bring it up kind of towards the upper crease. Because my eyes are so hooded, I have to take a lot of my lid shade kind of up pretty high. Typically you would just leave this color mainly on the lid, but for my case, I really want to take this up and make it really diffused. You can see a little bit of fallout happening, but nothing too bad. Definitely that glitter glue helped to amp up that color so much. I don't know if it's coming across on camera as well as it does in person, but like, this shade is so pretty. I love that. Okay, and then with the shade Rubbish, this kind of mustard yellow shade, I'm going to take that with an M441 brush. I'm just going to dip into that just a little bit. And I'm going to start just blending the edges of that last color just out really lightly. It's cute. That shade turned up a little bit darker than I thought, which is fine. I'm going to take a little bit of this peachier shade. This is called Antique. And take just this touch of that on that same M441 brush. I'm going to take that on that very outer edge. Just blend really lightly. And then what I'm going to do on the very outer corner, I'm going to take some of this darkest brown shade. It looks almost black, but it is a really dark brown. That's called Rot 2. And I'm taking this on a Morphe M456 brush. This shadow is super, super pigmented, so I really don't want to take a whole lot, but just give a little bit of definition right on the outer corner. So now that I have that kind of laid out, blended, everything looks pretty good, I'm going to take a makeup wipe, just clean up that fallout that's under my eye. Definitely some fallout with these shadows. That's why I always do my eyes first. And then I want to kind of have like a nice sharp kind of line. So I'm going to take this makeup wipe and just kind of really sharpen that edge. Okay. So the whitest shade, this one, Classic, is really, really pretty as an inner corner highlight, but I want some shimmer in there. And there's not really a lot of, not really a whole lot of options for like a really light kind of shimmer shade in here. I'm going to take a little bit of this Fenty highlighter and just dip into this one just for right in the inner corner. So yeah, I like that look so far. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to finish off my face, and then we're going to come back. I'll do the lower lash line together, kind of give my last kind of impressions, and that'll be that. Alright y'all, so off camera I just finished my other eye, I finished up the complexion, brows, everything else. I want to do my lower lash line on camera, and then I'll kind of give my final thoughts. I've been really loving like a really super dark, like smoky under eye, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this darkest shade here, and I'm going to take that with a 456 brush from Morphe, just dipping in super lightly. This shade, again, is super, super, super pigmented, and even though it is like a darker brown, it definitely goes on more like a black brown. So just know, it is super dark. And normally I keep it towards the outer kind of like third of my eye, but we're going to take it all the way in today. We're going to take it all the way in. We're going to make it super dark and smoky. Take a little bit of this shade Antique. Just going to really lightly just blend that out. And then I'm also going to line my waterline with just a darker brown liner. Cute. Alright y'all, so this is the final look. Zooming in a little bit. Yeah, I'm obsessed with this palette. So all in all, oh, let me share my lip that I did. I used NYX, one of the liquid suedes. This is Sandstorm. This is such a beautiful color, and I love this color specifically for this palette because it's very neutral. It's also really similar to Celebrity Skin by Jeffree Star. So this liquid lipstick, bomb, especially for this palette, just pairs well with every single color in it. All in all, this is a really amazing palette. I really have no complaints. This is like stellar melt quality formula. I haven't tried every single shade, but I'm continually impressed by Melt Cosmetics. The entire shade range, all of these colors work extremely well together. The quality, just everything, even some of the lighter colors. When I was using the shade Erode yesterday, that like really bright like acid yellow, it just went on beautifully. They blend really beautifully. Sometimes melt shadows, I feel like, are super pigmented, but sometimes they can be a little bit more stubborn to blend. I really had no issues blending with this palette. I know that the Sephora Rouge sale and the VIB sale will be coming up. If not, I think it's already happening when this video is uploaded. So you can get an extra 20% off of this palette right now if you were interested, just so you all know. Enjoyed watching this video. If you guys enjoy videos like this, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Just lets me know that I'm doing my best at trying to do this YouTube thing. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions of videos, product reviews, anything like that, again, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to do so. But yeah, with that being said, I guess that's all. Thanks for watching, guys.